Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 1, Episode 7, titled Scorpion Rising. Peter and Lonnie face the consequences of their secret lives. Spider-Man faces his biggest threat. Arguably, I'd say that first line could also have applied to the last episode, which I need to correct is duel with the devil, not deal with the devil. I don't know what I was reading, but it was not the title. I'm assuming based on the title of this episode and the synopsis, it's going to be that the Scorpion is going to be the biggest threat that Peter faces this episode. The fallout from the Secret Life is going to be his relationship with Nico. And I'm going to assume that everything that's happened at school recently is going to reach Lonnie's parents. Or maybe it's going to be a fallout with, like, breaking up with Pearl, or I don't know. But we'll have to see how their lives get worse before they get better. In 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know why that's no longer showing up anymore. I also wonder if Matt's going to be in more episodes. Also, the assistant is someone. I forget who it is. Like, I said I thought it was going to be someone. I got confirmed that it was, and then forgot to note down who. Let's see. What was the name? We were on episode. What was it? 5? No. 6. No, it was 5. It was the unicorn where he actually spoke. May have been. Was it Vincent Patillo? Oh yeah, Vincent Patillo. Leapfrog. You know, from She-Hulk? That's who the assistant is. It's the old Petey charm. uh, Sometimes you do just need an awkward best friend. Hmm. Hmm. Don't think he agrees with using weapons. I've never understood people making fun of others for caring for their parents. Isn't tritium what he used in Amazing Spider-Man? The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Deuterium, tritium. Yes. In Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock used tritium to power the fusion reactor to create the power of the sun in the palm of his hands. Could even fuse to someone's skin, eh? There's a couple people that might affect. Is this where Peter's gonna see he's gonna go speak to Nico. Nice to know that even foster mums are embarrassing. I'll buy you food. Good. You're a grown girl. Speak again with the medallion. No. It's the fact that you know. Just tell her that he didn't tell you. Did you at least take the box of pizza off the hood? You gotta wreck his fancy car, aren't you? So what? It's gonna be like a video game HUD, leading you in your direction of your objective. Oh, there you go. Is this gonna be like the end of what's it called? Back to the Future 3? How's this going to go? Interesting. He hit the NOS. Why does such a fancy car have a NOS button? You think your little medallion's gonna protect you when you need to stop? At least she got her insult correct. It's Pearl, isn't it? I like how the guy in the middle there actually looked like Tombstone. I can't. Oh god, it's got an extension feature. I'm pretty sure there was blood on that tip. Nice catch. Oh, using the tail like a kangaroo. Well, at least they seem to have found commonality. I mean, technically, it wasn't the start that he had the secret. Interesting, Harry telling Nico pretty much the exact same thing Peter told Pearl. I'm pretty sure that translates to spider. Aranya. Yeah, Aranya Cortizone is one of the girls from Madam Web. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be enough. Here's the power up sound. And your guy in the chair is now no longer connected. It's fusing with the skin. The only thing you're going to be able to do is grab onto that and try and rip it. Of course, he's got claws. Dang it, Norman. We get in the classic Spider-Man holding a building? No, he's getting stabbed. Well, there's definitely blood on that one. Who's going to save him? Well, at least it doesn't seem like Mac has his poison ability, like some of his suits. Goblin Glider. I thought that's what it was, but it's a remote glider. He's been making goblin stuff though. That was entirely Norman's fault that Peter got beat up the way he did in there. Because he was not paying attention to what he was supposed to be doing as the guy in the chair. He was too focused on his own beef with Octavius to, one, pay attention to what Peter was relaying about the fight. Two, he took out his earpiece because he thought, oh, it's done. No, you're meant to keep it in until you ensure that they're safe. That was entirely Norman's fault that Peter ended up in that state. And yes, he did come through and rescue him, but if he did not have that sensor on his pad, Peter would have died then. And it is not a good sign that Norman's making goblin stuff. Now, yes, there has been good goblins, specifically a good Norman goblin, recently in the comics. Like, I think there's been a couple times where the Norman's been turned good and he's kept up the goblin persona. I know of 2 times where it's happened. One, he had to take the serum again to get out of some scenario and he reverted back. And I'm pretty sure recently he's been turned good again. So there's still a chance that he's going to be a good goblin, or Harry's going to be a good goblin. Though, I don't know. We saw some of Nico's abilities coming through, because she's been talking with her pendant. Well, I don't know if she actually knows that there's magic in the pendant, but she's been talking with it, and it almost acted like a spider sense and directed her abilities to steer out of the way from crashing into the back of that car that pulled out in front of her. So, I don't know. That seems like they're setting the seeds for it in this season, and it's going to be more developed in the second season. Once again, you have the parallels between Peter and Lonnie, where almost the exact same conversation was being said to the closest female their age in their life by their male friend. Like, Lonnie's male friend is Peter, telling it to Pearl, the closest female of Lonnie's age, to Lonnie. And Harry is Peter's friend, and telling it to the closest female, his age, in Nico. It was the same thing. Both of them got their ass handed to them by Scorpion. Both of them have now been stabbed by Scorpion. Peter now knows that Lonnie is working with the 110th, though neither him nor Pearl knows the real reason as to why he's there. You saw him realize that if he didn't push Pearl away in that moment, then Donovan was probably going to do something to her. Because the whole once you're in, you're not getting out. So he had to push her away again for her protection. But as we saw it, as we heard from her this episode, she doesn't like people saying, like doing things for her protection. So even if it comes out that he only did that because he was worried about what Donovan would do to her, it still would be a slight against her. We still need to know what Matt was looking into with Osborn. Is it just the glider thing, or is it going to be more? Mac now has his scorpion suit grafted to his body like it was meant to be. For some, I want to say he looks like Ultimate Scorpion. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Scorpion 616. Yeah, it definitely is more in line with the 1610 version. But that was still a full body suit, whereas this is just the chest piece. I know I've seen that design before. I just don't know where. Marvel Scorpion, just chest piece. Let's see if I can find it. Just click on Scorpion so that it goes to the all versions. I swear I have seen a version of Scorpion that is just the chest piece and the tail. Not seeing anything. All of these are full suits. Still looking. There are two other. I'll talk more about this episode while I'm looking, but there are two other characters I can think of when they say that it could cause it to graft to the suit, to the body, and that is one, Doc Ock himself, because, well, we know that the arms are sometimes grafted to the body. Sometimes they're removable, sometimes not. And Rhino. But yeah, it's all a matter of whether they actually go that far. I don't think we're getting Rhino this season. One, they had his dad in it, not him. And two, he hasn't been developed in the way that Mac does. Mac has been, I mean. And yeah, I just feel like they'd be bringing in too many of the big hitters if they had him in. Like, so far, there's only been like two big ones from Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. that being Scorpion and Doc Ock. Like, yes, Dimitri is up there, but if you think Sinister Six, you don't think Chameleon. And Norman hasn't been developed as the Goblin yet, so... I couldn't find it. I swear I've seen something like it, but I could not find it. I'm very interested to see what happens next between Peter and Norman. In the fallout of this, interested to see what the fallout between Pearl and Lonnie, whether Peter's going to do something to try and get Lonnie on the straight and narrow again. Possibly even he'll find out that he's done it to try and protect his brother. Don't know. We still have 3 episodes left of the season. And, well, there isn't really much they need to wrap up, because they said Otto is not going to be like the big bad of this, so I'm guessing Scorpion's the big bad of this. Don't know. And also, here's the thing, dealing with gamma radiation and everything, we've got a Hulk in this show. I can't see why Amadeus would get involved with this, but they're dealing with gamma radiation. Gamma radiation caused the Hulk. Amadeus Cho is the totally awesome Hulk. If A equals B and B equals C, A equals C. So, I just thought of that. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.